First reading. A reading from the book of James, chapter 5, verses 9 to 12. Do not make complaints against one another, brothers, so as not to be brought to judgment yourselves. The judge is already to be seen waiting at the gates. For your example, brothers, in patiently putting up with persecution, take the prophets who spoke in the Lord's name. Remember, it is those who had perseverance that we say are the blessed ones. You had heard of the perseverance of Job and understood the Lord's purpose, realizing that the Lord is kind and compassionate. Above all, my brothers, do not swear by heaven or by the earth or use any oaths at all. If you mean yes, you must say yes. If you mean no, say no. Otherwise, you make yourselves liable to judgment. This is the word of Lord. Thanks be to God. A reading from the Gospel according to Mark, chapter 10, verses 1 to 12. After leaving there, he came into the territory of Judea and Transjordan, and again crowds gathered round him, and again he taught them as his custom was. Some Pharisees approached him and asked, is it lawful of a man to divorce his wife? They were putting him to the test. He answered them, what did Moses command you? They replied, Moses allowed us to draw up a writ of dismissal in cases of divorce. Then Jesus said to them, it was because you were so hard hearted that he wrote this commandment for you. But from the beginning of creation, he made them male and female. This is why a man leaves his father and mother, and the two become one flesh. They are no longer two, therefore, but one flesh. So then, what God has united, human beings must not divide. Back in the house, the disciples questioned him again about this, and he said to them, whoever divorces his wife and marries another is guilty of adultery against her. And if a woman divorces her husband and marries another, she is guilty of adultery too.